So, today we will actually talk about split testing and getting to know the viral elements of videos because, as I just mentioned, we have so many people in the mentoring going viral right now, which is insane. And most of you, also, if you start a new account and you've made like 10 or 20 uploads, most of you are like, bro, what the fuck do I do now? And most of you then start to think to give up, but that is wrong. So today we'll talk about how to perfect and how to really grow your social media accounts when you start to see the videos getting traction. So let's get right into it. As always, I have my beautiful Miro board here, and if my trackpad would react, that would be great. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. First things first. It only makes sense to start split testing if you already uploaded 10 plus posts. And important here, will the sheet be available for us? Yes, I will download and I will add the link to this Miro board at the end of the call to the Loom recording. The requirement is that you have started posting content. Like, this is the base requirement, and most of you guys do this, but after 3 to 6 posts, there were actually quite a few people telling me, should I quit this product? The account is not getting a viral video, which obviously we all love to have a viral video within the first posts, but that's not always how it goes. Like, for me personally, 90% of the cases, this is not how it goes. So for me, the best way to go viral is to start split testing. So you have 10 uploaded posts. And the reason why I want you to have at least 10 uploaded posts is because we want to throw like different, what's it called? Just throw shit against the wall and see what sticks. And if you have 10 different video concepts, that's enough. If you just test around with 2 or 3 different video concepts, this is not enough data to know which video concept we should focus on and split test. So, and re-uploading to other social media platforms is also very important because sometimes you have account problems on Instagram, maybe on TikTok. And if you just upload on all social media platforms, you will make sure that the risk of not getting views is as minimal as possible. And also, we all know that there is some TikTok products, there are some Instagram products, there are some products that better convert on YouTube. And most of the time, we don't really know this from the get-go. So the best thing is start uploading on all social media platforms. And as soon as you start to see getting traction, for example, on Instagram and no traction on TikTok, this is where we want to focus on. So let's say we've uploaded like 10 plus posts on Instagram, and this is what our views look like. As you can see, we have really a different range of views. There's some 600 views, 1,000 views, 1,500, almost 2,000 views. And then we have like the 2 most viewed videos are those with the 3K and 2.5K videos. And those are the ones out of those 10 videos that we just threw against the fucking wall to see which ones from those performed the best. And those are the ones we want to split test. Also, something you have to keep in mind, we are always looking for the outlier. For example, let's say you have 10 videos and all of them get 1,000 views, which is not going to happen, but just for this explanation. If you check the engagement, there's surely going to be some videos that have more likes than the other ones. And one of those videos will have comments, saves, and a very good like ratio. This is the outlier. This is the video we want to use for split testing. So we have now identified the 2 video concepts we want to start the split testing phase with. And what we want to split test are those elements. Those are the viral elements. I talked about those in my YouTube video, but now today we are going to cover them even more in detail. And those are the visual hook, the sound, the hand movements, the text hook and the text font, as well as camera movements, and last but not least, the controversy. Controversy is put in brackets because controversy it can make or break your video. So this is something you should always only play with if all of the other elements have been tested through completely if you tested them until the very end. So let's go. Obviously, it is no guarantee that this one video concept that you started to split test, that this is the video concept that will make you go viral. But obviously, it would be dumb to just ignore the data that we have and start split testing other video concepts. So as soon as we see something getting traction, we want to log in on this video concept and start split testing this one. So yeah, as mentioned here, from testing tons of different video concepts at the beginning, which you should always do when starting a new product on a new account, because you literally just want to throw shit at the wall and see what works. Because most of the time we have no idea what works. And also it's different. What I realized is most of the times you can have the same product running on a complete different account with a complete different video concept that has never been going viral, and you are the one then going viral with this video concept. So you basically just own your own video concept. So let's fucking go. Viral elements. I'm gonna give you some explanations and also elaborate what exactly you can do when I tell you in the WhatsApp group, okay, split test. And if I tell you even more detailed, like let's say I want you to split test your visual hook, here are some ideas which you can implement. There's obviously tons of different things you can do, but those are the ones I came up with. Also, if you guys don't see me right now, open another window because I will show you some hand movements here in the camera, but that's only in a few minutes. But anyways, it would be best for you to have the mirror board on one window and the face camera on another window. So split testing, static and dynamic visual hooks. What this is, a static visual hook for me would be, for example, if you use a tripod, you put your iPhone into it and you just do everything in front of the camera without the camera being moved. Obviously, this is a static visual. Let's say you had a video which got a lot of traction, but the visual was a static visual. What I want you to do is try a dynamic visual for the next video. So let's say I'm doing a fucking let's say I do a new video for this fucking Red Bull. First time I did it like this. I did the intro, something like this. And then for the next video, what I want to do is, we all have seen those videos where you start with your camera to go up and then you show the product. This is a dynamic visual because you're moving your phone, and this is way more interesting for the viewer. But obviously, this could also be the other way around. For some products, it makes more sense to have a static visual, for example, for super aesthetic videos. And this is why you always have to split test this from video to video. I'm not saying if one of your videos has been getting 10K views and when you do the next video with a dynamic visual, this is going to blow up. But this is obviously just something we want to test, because content is always about testing and gathering as much data as possible so we can narrow down those winning elements. And as soon as we found every winning element, literally all we have to do is recycle them. But as long as we haven't found all of the fucking winning elements, we just need to start testing. Something you can also test in your visual hook is the pace and the speed. For example, what you could do is have the fucking, let's say I have a dynamic visual hook. What I would do is start down here, then film up and show the Red Bull in a normal space, normal speed. Let's say for the next test that I'm going to do, I want to have it faster because, for example, the sound we are using is also faster. And I'm doing it like this. And this is all different tiny changes that we are doing. And if you sum up all of these changes, let's say you've made 10, 20 different split tests of those videos, bro, I can almost guarantee you in this certain scenario, there's going to be one video which is definitely getting more traction than the usual concept that we split tested, because we are basically just making our first video better. And the first video, we already have the data for the very first video that this was a great video. So now we just need to find a ways how to make it better. So obviously we can also split test the length of the visual hook. But most of the time, this is also why I put it here in brackets, it's going to be 3 seconds. After this, the visual hook is probably going to be too long and people will scroll away. But what you could also try is have it shorter. So just some examples for the visual hook, what I want you to do to split test. Next up, we have the sound. Let's say you've been going viral with a normal, okay. Let me put it this way. I'm starting a new account with a new product, and what I always do, the 10 first videos that I upload are just copies from competitors. But I copy different video concepts, so I don't copy so I don't copy just one video concept 10 times. I copy 10 different video concepts and then just throw them against the wall and see which one is working best for my account. And obviously I was just copying his sound. If I now see one video getting a lot of traction, what I will do is do the exact same video, like literally the exact same video, refilm it, and then just search for a fucking trending sound. And this is, especially for TikTok, this is huge, because if you are able to combine a video which has already been going viral without a trending sound, and you now find a matching trending sound, bro, we're cooking. Like literally, this is insane. Trending sounds is something you cannot underrate. And I'm trying to underline this right now because I know for myself, lately I've been slacking so much with trending sounds. I've just been like, oh, my content is so good, I don't need to find trending sounds. Last week I started using the trending sounds in TikTok again, instantly viral. So what you can also do for split testing the sound element in your video is split testing it with another version of the sound. So obviously there is going to be slowed up versions, there's going to be sped up versions. Just try it out, split test it. Let's say you are running the what's it called? The Bible verse jar. This is obviously a very Christian niche product, but I know that most of the videos for this product that were going viral were not with Christian sounds. It was just very aesthetic, pleasing sounds. But let's say the videos were going viral with the Christian sound. There's millions of different sounds that are related to the fucking Christian niche. What I want you to do is, if you know, okay, this is a sound in the Christian niche, and it makes sense for your product to use even more related sounds from the Christian niche, go ahead, do it. Like literally, I've been running, one of my products was a product for Muslims. As soon as I found out that Muslim sounds did well for this product, I just started using Muslim sounds for every video. Like you literally can just use sounds in specific niches. I know this doesn't sound like rocket science, but nobody's doing it. So I'm just here to tell you or to remind you of doing it, because sometimes we are so deep in the business that we actually forget about what we should be doing. And most of the times it's just the basics. So hand movements, next thing. And hand movements are big. I know the Fredo guys and BSM guys are big about this as well. But hand movements can do so much for your videos. Like those literally can make or break your videos as well, because I feel like hand movements decide the pace of your video. For all of you who don't know what hand movements are, you need to watch the recording right now, like my face cam, because I'm going to show it here. Let's imagine I'm recording a video, and let me get my Red Bull again. What we could do is bring it from the top, from down, up, and literally, like I'm using a tripod in this scenario right now, and all I'm doing is just bringing in the product and doing different things with the product. And you can obviously split test this from video to video. Let's say, for example, for one video we did it like this, but maybe the better hand movement for this product and account would be this one. So now we know, okay, this is the winning hand movement. So for all the future videos we're doing, since we know this is the winning visual hook and the winning hand movement, this is gonna be it. So this one is locked in right now. Obviously, there's tons of different hand movements and you will get to know them over time. But most of the time, you always want to pan something into the camera. We will also get to camera movements in just a second. But hand movements is literally just everything you do in front of the camera to make the video look more dynamic. So, text hooks and fonts. Yep, that's it. What you can split test with text hooks and text fonts is the following. Let's say you've been going viral with the text hook, Nico is the best coach, because that's just facts. But what you can do is rephrase it. You could put it in other words. For example, Samuel isn't the best coach, because we know negative hooks always convert better. Revert it, rephrase it, make it shorter, make it longer, add emojis. Emojis always trigger a certain emotion. So don't forget about adding emotions. And text hooks and the visual hook, those two elements combined make like 90% of your video. If you fuck up those two elements in the first 3 seconds of your video, not a good sign. So if you're split testing your video, I think I forgot to mention it. If we're split testing the video, your main focus should be on the hook. Because the body, you can change things about the body, but most of the time what I do, let's say I'm going viral with the 10 seconds video, and the third 3 seconds are the visual hook and the text hook, and obviously the sound is important as well. But after this, the other 7 seconds at the end of the video, those are the body. And the body really doesn't matter, because 90% of the video, like 90% of the engagement is literally coming just by the visual hook. So by the entire hook. So we don't even need to focus so much on the last 7 seconds. What you always need to focus on is on the very first 3 seconds. Make those as good as possible. If you change let's say if you're split testing something in the body, but your hook stays the same, it's not going to have a huge impact on the video, because literally the hook is the most important part. And yeah, I kind of lost track here, but anyways, back to the fucking fonts. When you try fonts, most of the times can you see my mouse? I hope so. The TikTok font is the font you usually always do. But sometimes if I'm spamming the same video concept over and over again, I'm also trying to implement this other TikTok font with a white background. So this is just something you can do as well. And I feel like the white background worked for me on Instagram always better. So if you want to try it out, definitely go ahead and do it. And this is obviously something you can split test as well. I don't think that the font in and of itself is going to have a huge impact, but obviously I'm not the fucking algorithm itself, and maybe for you it will have a big difference. So definitely make sure to test this as well. And different sizes. This is actually something that I believe has a huge impact. Lately, I've been doing this a lot on my own account as well, like different sizes for the text hook. Since Ethan actually told me about this as well, and since Ethan told me to always have the text hook on the height of the on-off button and on the adjusting loudness buttons, I've been focusing so much on perfecting my text hook, because literally if you have the text hook in the perfect visual distance, bro, it is so satisfying to watch your video. If your text hook is just too far away on top and too big or too small, bro, this is an instant scroller. And obviously, we want to keep as many people as possible on our video. Camera movements. Attention back to me. So, we now know what hand movements are and that we should try different visual hooks. With camera movements, we can make it even more dynamic and even more interesting. So, let's say I'm going for the dynamic visual hook. What I want to do is go into this, and obviously whilst I'm going in front, I will bring the product into the camera frame as well. So we're not directly showing the product, we are bringing the product into the fucking frame. And there's so much dynamic things going on, then the viewer is just going to be, oh, interesting, what is happening? We want to build intrigueness and more dynamic feeling. Also, if you have a show-off product, yeah. Let's say I want to show the product. Very good example. The mini retro camera that we all remember, this fucking nostalgia camera. There was one visual hook that was always going wow, which was the one where he was just literally standing in front of the product and he was just rotating and panning the camera. This is camera movement. And if you can do it even better, let's say the video starts now, you're bringing in the product and then you start moving. There's so much going on the screen. Then you have also the text hook, you have the sound, and adding all these things up are necessary to go viral. And obviously, since we are talking about split testing, I want you to try different camera movements. Like you can do this one, you can do this one, and this is the advanced version of hand movements. Because I would say if you combine hand movements with camera movements, bro, you're goated. Like literally, we are cooking right now because there's so much things going on and you're just adding things into each other and so much is happening. Any questions about the combination of camera movements and hand movements? Or is this clear to everybody? Because if not, I want to see everybody with hand movements and camera movements next week. If I see you just using a fucking tripod for every clip, I'll roast the shit out of you. Okay. Final thing, controversy. Is my movement good? Bro, I don't know the fucking videos by heart. But I think... No, I can't remember. Okay, controversy. Let's go. I would say adding controversial details is the very last thing you should split test. Before this, you should do all of this because those are the basic split test elements. Let's say you did all of this and nothing is working. Or it could be the case that everything is working, but we still need to get a little bit of fire going. What you can do to literally always boost your videos is just adding controversy. Obviously, good controversy, but it is hard to find good controversy. So that's why I always like to preach no controversy. And if we log in one video concept, we will try to add little controversial details because having bad controversy can ruin your entire conversion rates, your entire store, your entire account, and literally your entire reputation. So, do we need a short explanation about controversial details, or can everybody imagine what I mean with controversial elements? Yes, okay. Everybody knows what controversial elements are. Good. And without... Oh, okay. One more final note. Interesting. And I would say this is the most important part about split testing. Only split test one element per video. All of this, like, let's say you have this one video here, which is the outlier. You don't want to do all of this for the next video. This would be an entire new video concept. You want to implement only one of those. Let's say, okay, maybe this time I'm doing a dynamic visual hook. Next time, okay, maybe I'm doing another sound. Maybe I'll add some hand movements. Maybe I'll do a different text hook. If you do all of this and you send me the video in WhatsApp and you tell me what can I do better, bro, well, if you're trying to ask me why is this going viral, I cannot tell you because you have changed too many things. But if you change only one thing, I can tell you, oh, okay, interesting. It's the text hook that is winning because you use the text hook again and damn. So now we know the text hook is locked in. And now what you can do is actually check this. Okay, I don't have a check mark right now, but check. So now what we need to do is try to find the other winning elements. Okay, now we have another sound which is going viral, which is again going viral with the same video, but we only changed the sound. Check. So now we know we can implement the text hook and the same sound. Okay, interesting. Let me change the visual hook. Oh, the video is getting even more views. Like, let's say, for example, it was at 20k views. Now I'm changing the visual hook. Damn, I'm at 50k views. Nice. Okay, let's see what else can we change. Hand movements. Okay, let me add some hand movements. Okay, interesting. We got 100k views. And we are literally just climbing up the fucking views ladder. It is as simple as that. These are the viral elements that we always have to implement. And if we find one video, the fucking outlier, this is our very base. And from there on, we just need to activate the fucking Sherlock Holmes mode and get into the search for more viral elements. Yes. Obviously, if you actually know, for example, Samuel for his muesli cup, his visual hook and his background was always in the car and always from this perspective. If you look up his Instagram account, he's doing the same concept over and over again, and it is printing for him because he has the data and he knows that this is the winning format. And all he did is literally just switch the text hook. Split testing is huge. And obviously, it is so much like, it looks like we are only doing TikToks and it's just fun and just make a funny video, upload it, and that's it. Maybe try to find another video. You can make your life so much easier if you just start to think and start to use the data you have in front of your eyes. So many guys of you, your accounts literally look like this and you're telling me, should I drop the product? Bro, what? Split test the outlier and I promise you, you are going to get way more views. And if not, okay, maybe it doesn't work for this account and this product, but next time if you try it, it is going to work. And it is so much easier to just split test what is working for you instead of just trying different video concepts that you have no idea if they're going to work out or not. Because we know this is something that the people like to view. We just have to make it better. And what do we have to make better? This exactly here. This is the fucking formula for going viral, like literally. Okay, so I think we already got a few questions in the chat, so my part is over and we will go into questions now. My fucking Red Bull is empty. So, guys, spam the questions in the chat. Tell me how you like the fucking presentation. This was a banger, bro, not gonna lie. This looks so much better than last week. Like, I feel like this looks way more organized. Okay. Questions part. Let's see. So you take the most viral concept and make 6 separate videos to split test. Okay, I think this goes hand in hand with the question of how do you know when to stop split testing? I never said I do 6 separate videos to split test. For one product that I'm currently running, I know exactly which video concept is going viral every time, and I'm just trying to find more of those viral elements. So I know I have the sound for my video, I know I have the visual hook and the hand movements, but those 3 other ones I'm still trying to find. So I'll do this as so let's say the very first video got 10k views, and I split tested it even more, and now I'm at 50k views, but the views are still increasing and not decreasing. As long as you're split testing the videos and the videos are still increasing rather than decreasing, you just want to keep split testing. But if you see the videos decreasing, there's 2 things you can do. You're either split testing the wrong things, or it is time to stop split testing. But most of the time you are split testing the wrong things. So for me, for example, this week I have split tested actually the wrong things. Like the one video concept that was going viral for me, I'm an idiot. I changed the fucking visual hook and the sound, the 2 elements that were working for me. But obviously now I know, okay, the visual hook and the sound were the 2 viral elements for me to make the video go viral. So I'll go back to the base, keep the viral video, and now I'm going to change the text and the font and something like this. Did that answer your question, Basti? Good. Do you have a list to check off and keep track what you changed? That would be smart if I do this, but I would say I have a checklist in my head. So since I'm bulk filming, I'm pretty organized with all of my videos, and I know when I'm doing the content for 7 days, what I'm split testing and what not. If you're new to this and this is too overwhelming for you, I would definitely keep track of the things that you split tested. I actually do remember now talking about this, that in the beginning I was quite overwhelmed with this as well, and I never knew what change actually made the change. So what I would recommend you to do is just, for me, for example, I edit everything on my MacBook, and I would just make different folders or just rename the file to split test and then put in brackets text hook or maybe a visual hook. So next time, and then also put the date so you know on which date you upload the video. And next time when you see the video getting 10k views, you knew, oh, okay, interesting. This was the video that got 20k more views than usual. Okay, it was Tanvin asking, how do you know when to split test? Yeah, I just answered this. When you get more views than Bella Porch. Bella Porch is smash, yeah, okay. Do you change background, or do you think it changed the vibe of video too much? Actually, when I talked about Samuel, I reminded, so what we can do here is change or add background. So when I was doing this presentation, I fucking knew that I forgot one element, because on my YouTube video, I mentioned 7 viral elements, but I couldn't think of the last one because I was in a rush. But yeah, background is good. You can also change your background. I would even say background is maybe 50%, like it's a big change. And it can be a very good change. It can be also a very bad change. For example, let's say I'm doing the glow gesture. My room looks fucking awesome, and it would be cool to show off the product here, but obviously it makes no sense. And let's say I do get a video just because my content creation skills are that good that it gets 10k views whilst filming it here inside my room. Now I bring it outside to the car and show it working on the car. This is instantly going to resonate way more to the target audience, and therefore also going to have a big impact. So changing backgrounds is definitely going to make sense. Show your ass. No comment. Do you split test the same concept every time you post, or every few, so you're not just posting the same video with a small Okay, yes, good question. So what I do is, when I edit 7 videos, okay, let's go back to this one product I'm talking about all of the time. I batch edit 7 videos with 2 uploads per day. So basically I'm doing 14 videos per week. 1 upload per day. I do the split testing for the viral concept, and the other one is a completely different video concept. But most of the time, the other one that I do is not just a random concept, it's just one of the other things that I split tested. So also in this example, we have two different videos that are getting traction. What I would do is make 7 different videos of the left one and another 7 ones from the right one. So that's instantly 2 different video concepts, but still, we are not just testing random shit. We are testing 2 things we know from the data that those are the ones that the viewers like to see. Does this make sense? Yeah, good. How many times a day do you post? I post twice per day. Yes, I post twice per day, depending on the product. For some products, I do once, but like for the very first, when I still have products that I ran from the beginning of dropshipping, those are the ones I'm doing once per day because I feel like I also couldn't handle 2 uploads for those products, and since they work with 1 upload, I just keep 1 upload. So I don't want to change the viral formula for those. And for new products, all the new products that I actually run, I do 2 uploads per day, and that's a new strategy that I'm actually trying out right now. I can give you the data on this if this is actually working, maybe in 1 or 2 months. But in the very first 10 uploads, maybe first week, maybe the very first 2 weeks, I definitely want to push out as much content as possible because I want to get to know the data as soon as possible. So, because if I just upload 1 video per day and I need to get 10 posts on the platform in order to have all of the data to know which videos to split test, it's going to take me 10 days. If I do this, if I upload twice per day, it's only going to take me 5 days. And as we know, speed is money. So I like the shortcut here. If you're posting 3 times a day, how many of your videos are split testing? All of them? Maybe, yeah. Okay. Kyla, did that answer your question? Wait, can you explain your batch editing process again? I think I'm gonna try it. And yes, yeah, I can give you a short explanation, but this is something we're gonna talk about in depth on my next call as well. But basically, what I do for my batch editing process is, I'm so bad in short explanations, but anyways, okay. For my batch editing process, what I do is what I do is I run 1 product per day, and the first hour, maybe the first 3 hours are just on getting all of the ideas done. So it's a lot of planning. As soon as I know which content to do, which videos I want to split test, because I'm basically, after the 10 video uploads, it's very rare for me to try different, completely new video concepts. That's only for products that I've been running for a very long time, and I know that the split testing isn't gonna work anymore. But even then, at some point, I will be going back to the split testing videos. So on my batch editing day, where I'm trying to film all of the videos and edit all of the videos, I have an exact content strategy, what I will do. So let's say I need to prepare 14 videos because I'm planning on uploading twice per day still. Is 1 video concept, just spam the gallery full of different camera movements and different clips, and same for the other video concept. And then when I'm editing, I will do the small little changes in the split testing. And yeah, so my day usually looks like this. I have the planning in the morning, then I have the filming session because I need the daylight, and at night, like, I'll probably be finished most of the time at 6 p.m. and then I'll edit all of the videos until I'm finished. And yeah, this is actually, quite a few people have been asking me about my batch editing process because I'm a fucking content machine. Like, I'm running one product actually per day. So I'm running 7 products. 5 of them make me money. And I upload for, I think, 5 out of 7 products twice per day. And I wouldn't say I'm completely brain rotted or something like this. Like, with organization and a plan, it's actually very doable. Damn, bro, I never thought about TikTok like this. You run the same product still. I do run one product for almost 6 months now. No, 9 months. I'm getting into 12 months soon. Wait, can you explain your batch editing process? Okay, lost. I just done that. When is that next call? We are rotating with Samuel every Friday. So Samuel's going to have the call on next Friday, and then I'm going to be the one in 2 weeks. So you have folders for every clip you film. Guys, I don't want to go too deep into my batch editing process because if I start now, I can't stop. So we definitely have to talk about this in the next call, and definitely remind me in the WhatsApp chats that you want to see this, so I'll prepare a my report for this again, because it is actually quite easy to just pump out a lot of volume. And because I would say right now I'm on the level where my content is not a 10 out of 10, but your videos don't need to be a 10 out of 10 if they are constantly 8 out of 10 and you just push out content like a retard. You're still going to go viral left and right. So this is what I'm doing right now. It's just a numbers game at some point. And for me, since when I realized I know this is just a fucking numbers game, I knew, okay, just let me do more content, more product, everything, just more. Is changing the sound every video gonna impact the split test like crazy? I've been doing that every video. What I actually do is let me think about that, because I have 2 answers in mind, but I'm trying to give you the smartest answer right now, which makes sense for all of you guys. Okay, thinking about this, I would say it's a hard one. It really depends on the video and the account, but if I think about how I'm doing it personally, the song is not the first thing I would change on a split tested video. Most of the times what I do is focusing on the visual hook. So first thing I would do is switch or rephrase the text hook and maybe change something about the visual hook. The song would be then the next thing. And also, if you're split testing the sound every video, this is not the change that is going to have the huge impact. You're welcome, Ollie. Okay, I guess. Okay, we still have some questions, or do you guys want me to wrap it up here? Because if we already have a few guys leaving, we can end it here. I think that's a call, Nico, again. W call. Thanks guys. I just checked my new account. First video for a concept I did got 500k views after changing the text hook. Fire, Roboto, fire. GL on your dropships. Good luck all on your dropships, but bro, when you change the visual hook from a stolen video, you also need to change the text hook. What do you mean? I'm confused, Moreno. Like it is the visual hook then, like the stage videos where you use crying girl and shit. Do you mean because the stolen video already has a text hook and you need to change the text hook, or why do you want to do it? If you would be changing the visual and the text hook, this would mean you're already changing two viral elements, which is not what we want to do. Now to describe the scenario. Okay, I see. But when you have two clips of 2 girls crying, this is still the same scenario. Like, it makes no difference if a blonde girl or a girl with brown hair cries. It's still a girl crying. Yeah, but when it's a famous person, for example, or something. Yeah, okay. I think this question is very related to your product, so hit me up on WhatsApp and we can talk about this in depth relating to your product. Because, guys, this is all theory. I want to remind you that also to the people who are maybe watching this Loom recording in 6 months or so, this is how it should be done. Obviously, there's exceptions. So this is why we need to adapt, and this is also why you guys have us as coaches, where it's not always gonna play like in the playbook. Maybe we have to change this a little bit, we have to change this a little bit, and obviously it depends from product to product. Sometimes it would make sense to change two variable elements at the same time, but this is only an exception. Yeah, I need to go to the gym, bro. Good reminder, and that's why we are going to keep for girl crying videos. I change up what girl it is that's crying. I think that's right. Yes, correct. That's a different visual hook if you change the girls crying. Okay, guys, drop some W's in the chat. The Loom recording will be